ghosties, I've been reading Reddit stories for so long, and today, finally, I am reading 2 of your guys' Reddit stories, plus an anonymous one. I am so excited, and this is such a special moment to me. So to the 2 people that submitted their stories to my subreddit and to my YouTube comments, thank you so much. It is so important to me. And if you guys have your own story you would like to submit, my subreddit is r/ConjuredJasper. The link is always down below, along with my Discord and all my other social medias. Here is all of my social media. Subscribe to join my cemetery of ghosts. And like and comment if you want a chance to win a boo basket when I hit 1K. Let's get right into these. I'm so excited for today. It's Halloween, so I figured why not share my own paranormal experience. This one is from @thegamer69. Thank you so much, dude. All of your feedback on all my videos is like so amazing, and you are definitely added to the list of the wheel we will spin when I hit 1K for boo basket winners. This happened when I was around 12 years old. My bedroom was on the top floor. It faced our neighbor's house. One day, I saw a girl about my age through one of their windows, which was visible from my room. I showed her my toys and talked to her by writing messages on paper and showing them through the window. I even opened my window and motioned for her to open hers too. She shook her head. I guessed her parents didn't allow her to talk to strangers. After that day, I would always see her around 3 p.m. after school. I didn't have any friends back then, so I was really happy to finally have someone to talk to, even if it was just through the window. But one night, I heard tapping from my neighbor's window. When I looked, I saw the same girl. She had her hands joined together, like she was begging. She was moving her mouth, but since the window was shut, I couldn't hear her. It looked like she was saying, "Help me." She was also wearing a yellow sweater that had red stains on it. I got scared and went back to sleep. The next morning, I told my mom about her. My mom said our neighbors didn't have any kids. I was shocked. That day after school, I went to our neighbor's house and told the lady that I always saw a girl in their house. A girl who wore a sweater and had blonde hair. When the woman heard this, she looked a little worried and told me to go home. Later, she invited my mom to her house to talk privately. After that day, I never saw the girl again. My parents even moved me to another room. When I was 18 years old, I finally learned the truth. My mom told me that our neighbor had said the previous owners of that house had a daughter who was 11 years old. One day, while coming home from school, she got hit by a car and died. On that day, she was wearing a yellow sweater. I've even seen her in my dreams, not smiling, just crying. I would love to hear you narrate this story. Thank you so much for submitting this one. Oh my god. It's so crazy that you were talking to like a spirit through the window. I've never even heard of something like that. That is like so crazy. And seeing her in your dreams since then. I would be so upset though if it took 6 years to have to learn the truth. But I'm so glad you finally did learn the truth. Oh guys, before we get into this next story, I have to show off my socks. Okay. This one is titled Paranormal Stories of Mine. This one comes from Reddit user illustratious_farm_620, who is also jelly in our Discord server and always makes fun of my boyfriend for being old. What the hell? Thank you so much for taking time to type out your story on my subreddit. It means so much to me. It seriously freaked me out so much when you were telling us in the Discord. When I was 6 years old, I remember laying in bed at my mom's ex-boyfriend's house, and I heard my cat meowing, so I thought, oh, Sammy wants into my room. So I went out and I saw 2 red eyes on the railing by the stairs. And once I went closer and went to touch Sammy, I immediately stopped because I saw a woman with red eyes instead of my cat. So I ran into my room immediately and closed the door. It scared me for so long. Second story of the paranormal. I was at my friend's house and I went out to go use the bathroom. But when I looked at her stair railing, it's like a wrap staircase, kind of like a chandelier in the middle, but right in front of the railing. I'll insert a drawing so you can get a better visual. But once I looked out, I saw the same glowing red eyes. But it wasn't a woman, it was a man with a top hat. floating in front of the railing, just like the woman was there. Way more stories, but I'd rather not exploit them in case the spirits wanted to just have a moment with me. But I think I attract spirits or something at least. If anyone knows what's happening, please tell me, because I want to learn more. That is seriously so interesting to me, and it's so interesting to me that like the glowing red eyes came to you in like 2 different forms. So guys, comment down below if you like know anything about that. Okay, let's get into the third and final story, which comes from an anonymous user. Can I close the door 17 years later? Note, my first language is not English, so I'm sorry for any mistakes. This is a real question, and it feels really silly, but I'm legit thinking I might have fucked up. When I was 13, I played Ouija with my cousin of the same age. I didn't believe in it at all, but she swore to me that the house was haunted, which her mom claimed as well. They both had stories of doors opening by themselves, despite all the windows being closed, footsteps being heard from the rooftop, objects randomly disappearing and reappearing. Nothing bad per se, just odd phenomenons. Anyways, that day my cousin wanted to prove to me that there was actually a thing happening in the house. We sat on the floor of the basement and we pulled out the Ouija board. We put our hands on the pointer thingy and said, "Ouija, Ouija, are you here?" Something like that. Then, nothing. I rolled my eyes. I told her something like, "Girl, there's nothing here, it's all bullshit." As I was saying that, the pointer started moving very slowly to yes. I laughed and told her I knew she was moving it, and to cut it out. She said she wasn't, and to prove to me she closed her eyes and turned her whole upper body in the opposite direction of the board, in a way that it was impossible for her to actually see anything, even if her eyes were opened. No, there were no mirrors. I asked what my name was. The pointer moved and spelled my name, but not completely. Like if my name was Maggie, but no E. Okay, so it spelled like the whole name except for like the last letter. I even said out loud, "Then," waiting for the pointer to move to complete the proper spelling of my name. But it didn't happen, so it can't have been me who was moving it either. Anyway, my cousin turned back to me, and then we started discussing what we should ask the spirit. I blurted out, "How did you die?" and my cousin started to yell at me. "You can't ask this question." And I'm saying, "Why not?" As we're speaking, we felt the board move. We looked back down, spelled K, then I, L, then it was heading back to L, and we started yelling and ran back upstairs. We never said goodbye. At least I didn't. I became terrified after that. I felt like something was following me. It lasted months, and then I guess I kind of got used to it. However, I've been having chronic nightmares since about that time. And I'm 30 now. Chronic pain started to show up in my early teenage years. My relationship with people became more difficult. Now maybe I'm just anxious. But recently I've been wondering if maybe I fucked up and something has been like stuck to me. Can I close this door 17 years later? Oh my god. I think you probably could maybe try to like speak out loud to it and be like, "I don't want anything to do with this," and like get sage, call a priest. Comment down below if you think of anything else. And like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. All of you ghosties are like so beyond amazing. I love you all, and you are all so sweet and also like deserving of so much. And thank you for watching my videos. I would not be where I am without you guys. My Reddit and my Discord are linked down below as always. Come join the Discord, come talk to me and Ollie. We are like always talking and chatting in there. Stay spooky guys, you guys are so amazing. Bye!